Alright, it is currently 3:47 p.m., April 29th. I have 3 AP exams, and I have not studied at all. I'm currently a sophomore in high school. My name is Fayez. Yeah, I'm just gonna document trying to lock in, see what I get, see if I studied well, because I honestly don't really know how to study. But yeah. Okay, so I forgot to list which APs I have. I have AP Human Geography, that's the first one, AP Computer Science, second one, and the final one is AP Pre-Calculus. Human Geography and Pre-Calc are the only ones that I really care about. I don't really care about computer science.
Did you redeem it? Why did you redeem it?
Alright, it's currently about 9:48 and I'm studying for pre-calc using AP Classroom, specifically looking at a mock exam I did in class before that, seeing what I got wrong, working through it, that stuff. And also using this little app called Note. Basically, it's just Quizlet, but all the premium features that you'd have in Quizlet and have to pay for are free, along with other features, and specifically they have this little AP section for all your AP tests. Every single AP is in there, I think. But you just go in, they have notes, cram sheets, and practice exams, mock exams, score calculator. Yeah, I think that's about it. So I'm gonna do this for the rest of the time I'm awake, I guess, or at least I'll try to. Got the Apple Music up, so yep. Alright, it's the next day, and I'm gonna be honest, I have not studied that much. I did study for pre-calc in first period because it was a free period because of state testing. And then I did a little bit of that, did one practice test. And in class, we did a practice FRQ. That was about it so far. Right now, I'm gonna go try and study for human geography. So, hopefully I'm not too demotivated and go doom scroll. Yep. Alright, I'll see you then. Okay, quick update. I decided to get boba. Yup. It's about 6:37 and I go to bed at around 11, so it gives me about 4.5 hours. Alright, so as you can see in this time lapse, I'm going through Mr. Sin videos, some flashcards, doing practice tests, and working through them. Also, you can see towards the end of this time lapse here that I kind of decimate my boba, so yeah, it's pretty sad. Alright, so it's about 6:47 p.m. the next day, and I've done the complete opposite of logging in. The most I've studied today is during first period, where I just watched a Mr. Sin review video and did the review we did in class for human geography. That was about it. But now that it's getting later and my phone is about to die, probably gonna study for pre-calc. Also did I already did the practice test in computer science, but today we got the scores back, right? How we did, which questions we got wrong, yada yada, right? And so look at that, my teacher tells me that I'm on track to get a 4. So, we'll be fine. Might study with my friends over the weekend, who knows? But yeah, that's how it's looking right now. So immediately after recording that, I tested to see if Blue Book would work on my Chromebook, and it did not. However, I fixed it shortly after, so we're good. So in this one, I'm watching an OChem tutor video on binomial theorem, since I never learned it in Algebra 2 or previously in the class. And honestly, it was pretty useless because I don't recall using binomial theorem during the test. Alright, so today, had a little mock FRQ for pre-calc. I think it went well. We'll see, I don't know, it's graded, so I'll get back to you when the actual grade comes back. Yeah, it's basically all I studied. I had to stay after school for an hour. I got back at around 4-ish, 3:40. And It is about 7:37 right now. I have not studied at all. Yeah, I've wasted the entire like 4-ish hours that I've been here just doing nothing. So yeah, we'll try to get on track and study for human geo because that's in like 4 days, I think. The next day, me and some friends shot some hoops at our local rec center, and here's some highlights from that. Then two dudes came up to us and asked to run some games, which we did until they started threatening gang violence against each other, where we dipped from there, and I just don't want to edit that, so it's not going in the video. Okay, so it's the weekend. I've got about 3 days till the human geography exam, 4 days till computer science, and a little over a week until pre-calc. And it's almost the end of the day, just about 20 minutes until it's Sunday, last day of the weekend. And I've basically not studied all day, so yeah, it's fun. I just procrastinated the whole time, doom scrolled, played video games, yada yada. And I told myself that after I ate dinner I'd study, and yeah, now we're here. It's about 3 hours past dinner, so yeah. Maybe I'll start studying now. Alright, it's Sunday now, and I know in the last recording I said that I would study for like the final 2 hours that was left of the day. Yeah, I didn't do that. I just doom scrolled and then went to bed because I was tired. Yeah. Today also wasn't the most productive day. I procrastinated for the first couple hours, and then I hung out with my friend from like 2 to 6, so that was about 4 hours. And then I procrastinated for another like 2 hours, and then I studied from 8 to roughly 11, which is now. And yeah, you know, it's not the best, but we'll take what we can get. I just did some review using Mr. Sin and Heimler's, and I took a practice test for the unit, not the whole thing. But yeah, tomorrow is Monday, aka the last day before the actual exam, so hopefully in class we'll do some all unit review, you know, type stuff, whatever, I don't know. But yeah, I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Alright, so it is officially the day before the human geography AP test. And today in class, I studied during first block, I studied during lunch, and during class itself, we did a Kahoot about Unit 6, and then a study guide on Unit 6 and 7, and then we played this game called Heads Up, where on the smart board, a word is there, someone from our group goes up, and then everyone else in the group has to like describe the word and define it. The person up on like next to the board, he can't see the word, so he has to guess it based on the definitions. Right? So, you know, pretty fun. And yeah, game plan for the rest of the day, I am going to shower, change, blah blah blah. Then I'm gonna head over to my buddy's clubhouse because he's balling like that, and we're gonna study for a bit. And I'm gonna do a CR that I have for math. Yeah, I hate that I have to do it, but I have to. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna study for a bit, head back home, eat dinner, do whatever, get ready for bed. Hopefully go to sleep early today, eat a decent breakfast tomorrow morning, and yeah. On the morning of the exam, I had a yogurt bowl with blueberries, dark chocolate, and some granola. My sleep wasn't that good. I did have a cup of coffee on the side. Here's a little fit check I recorded. Got some sweats, a black t-shirt, overshirt, and whatever jewelry I was wearing. Pretty simple. Okay, now I may or may not have forgotten to record my post-exam thoughts for Human Geo and for CSA, which I just took today. However, Human Geo was one of the easiest exams I've taken in my life. I'm just gonna be so honest. I wish I could give you an example, but I'm not allowed to talk about the exam. So, you know. And CSA, or actually, hold that thought, but Human Geo, I'll be surprised if I don't get a 5, or at least a 4. And then CSA, which was today, one, I was like tweaking in the morning, like
gotta kill myself. I don't know how to take this test in the afternoon when everyone else has an early release. Then it's gonna take me years to get home.
Then I felt a little sick, which wasn't the best. But then right before the exam, I don't know, I just had like a jolt of energy and confidence out of nowhere. I only guessed on like one of the questions in the MCQ, and you know, it was definitely more challenging than Human Geo. I mean, I didn't finish the FRQ. I was on the last part, and then I ran out of time, which was sad, but you know, I jotted down things that would that I knew would get me points, or at least that I was pretty sure would get me points. But walking out of that exam room was one of the most liberating things in my life. Oh my God. And now I've got a whole 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days until my next exam of pre-calc, which right now is not looking the best. I mean, seeming that I will get a 4 and not a 5, which, you know, is still good, but it's pre-calc, come on now. We're aiming for 5. It's basically like algebra 3. You know, I was pretty good at algebra. All right, well, that's about it. I'll see you later. Okay, so it's been a few days. Last time I recorded was on Wednesday, aka the CSA exam day. And today, it is Sunday. The pre-calc exam is on Tuesday. So that means I have about a day and like 3 hours. So, what am I gonna do with the time I have left? I'm just gonna spam practice problems. Oh, also forgot, it's Mother's Day. So, you know, happy Mother's Day. Yep, love your moms. Other than that, for the past, 3 days that I haven't recorded, I also haven't done any studying. So Wednesday, I got beat. I felt free because CSA was done. And Thursday, I just relaxed, told myself I was gonna get back on Friday. Friday came, and I just played Clash Royale all of school. I also haven't studied at all today, so we'll get on that for the last couple hours. And yeah. Alright, so it's Monday, the day before the AP pre-calc exam. Now, I'm not gonna go too heavy on the cramming. I'm just gonna like maybe do a practice test or two, try and work on what I have difficulty doing, and maybe watch a few videos on like polar coordinates, semi-log plots, and whatnot. But other than that, yeah, I'll see you tomorrow during the exam day. So today I had another yogurt bowl in the morning with raspberries instead of blueberries. And here's the fit check. Had a black tee, white denim jacket, and some blue jeans. You know, it's something chill. Alright, the final exam has been taken, and I feel free. I am liberated from school at this point. And wow, pre-calc was insanely light work. I probably didn't even need to study, other than the stuff that we just didn't go over in class. But I looked over those for like 2 minutes right before the test, and I got them. I'm feeling very confident in that test. Like, it was not that difficult at all. So yeah, like I finished the first section with 40 minutes left on the clock. But yeah, that's our post-exam feelings.
and maybe the next time I record this is in July when the scores come out. So yeah.